Click the bell, turn on all notifications, and subscribe for around-the-clock WWE news in real time. The home of the most consistent and dedicated breaking news in WWE, Seanzviewent, is here for you. Like, comment, and share today.
You know what to do. Become a channel member, like, comment, and interact. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot to cover, a lot of coverage, so let's not waste any of your time. AEW Dynasty tonight is stacked from top to bottom, but now we finally know who's closing out the night, what will be the main event, what will close the show, and it's about to get personal. And remember, guys, so important, so crucial to become a channel member today. According to Fightful Select, in a breaking news update, a major backstage development, Jon Moxley versus Swerve Strickland was expected to main event the show as of today. That's right. The AEW World Championship match is taking center stage, and the fans in Philadelphia are in for a violent showdown. To add even more weight to the match, Swerve Strickland's daughters and family are in Philly for tonight's show. That alone could signal that this match could be a huge moment in Swerve's career and potentially a turning point in AEW. So that would almost assume that Jon Moxley will lose the AEW World Championship tonight. Do you want to see that happen? Yes or no? Is it time for a changing of the guard in AEW? How have you thought Jon Moxley's reign of terror as champion has went? Strickland is looking to repeat history after winning the AEW World title last year by dethroning Samoa Joe. Now he's trying to do it again by taking down Jon Moxley for the AEW World title, who's been streamlining the roster. In his sixth title defense, Moxley has made it clear that he is not giving up the title that easily, but with Swerve's family in the building in Philadelphia, this could be more than just another match. It might be the storybook ending he has been chasing. The rest of the AEW Dynasty card is stacked with title matches in tournament bouts, including the AEW World title match, the International title match, the AEW Women's World title, the AEW Trios title, the ROH World Championship, the AEW TNT Championship, the Tag Team Championships, the Owen Hart Cup Finals for the men's and the women's, and, of course, the 0-hour match. AEW Dynasty will be taking place tonight from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. However, the big rumor, the big talk, the big speculation going on, and again, a lot can happen in the world of professional wrestling. A lot of different things. You can be, you can walk out on your contract. You can leave your contract. So many variables, so many instances. There can be clauses. A lot of different variables that can go into it. Because look at the countless AEW stars in the last several weeks, the last few months, that have left AEW and went to WWE. They asked for their contract to be cut short. They asked for their contract to be null and void. Tony Khan has even let multiple AEW stars go before their contract was up. So this whole, Jon Moxley can't leave. He's signed. He's sealed. It'll never happen. It'll never work. Tony Khan won't allow him to leave early. He won't allow him to breach his contract. Well, Tony Khan has let a few AEW wrestlers go early from their contract. Let me tell you that. So if you're going to tell me, that can't happen, that won't happen, Jon Moxley will never come back to the WWE, that's the same people that said CM Punk will never come back to the WWE. And what did I tell you? I said he would return. I said he would come back. A lot of people didn't want to listen to me. They wanted to call me a liar, a clickbaiter. Well, now, if Jon Moxley does indeed lose the AEW World title tonight, if Jon Moxley gets pinned in the middle of that ring tonight at AEW Dynasty, there is heavy gossip. There is indeed heavy speculation that this may be the end of Jon Moxley in AEW. Or, for the first time in a long time, there could be a contract that is where Jon Moxley could work in AEW and work in the WWE, because we are now hearing speculation that Randy Orton is going to issue an open challenge at WrestleMania that could see the return of Jon Moxley. Now, remember the report that went out several days ago that the WWE and AEW will be working together under the tutelage of Shane McMahon. So this brings a lot of variables. This brings a lot of instances. Are we finally going to get Jon Moxley in WWE once again? The return of a lifetime. It would be the biggest return since CM Punk returned a couple of years ago at the Survivor Series. Make no mistake about that. do you want to see the return of Jon Moxley in WWE? Is it the right thing? Is it the wrong thing? Is it time? Is it time for Jon Moxley to come back? Now, what better time than right around WrestleMania season? Jon Moxley loses the title tonight. Jon Moxley drops the TNA World Championship. We usher in a new era in AEW, and then we got Dean Ambrose or Jon Moxley, whichever you want to go by, coming back to World Wrestling Entertainment. Don't say it's not going to happen. Don't say it's a snowball chance in hell. Don't say there's no chance in hell, because it happened with CM Punk, it happened with Cody Rhodes, and now Chris Jericho, even Chris Jericho is talking about coming back to the WWE. So obviously this can materialize. Obviously this can happen. Obviously anything can happen. You got to understand this. Anything can happen in the world of professional wrestling, especially now if there's all these partnerships and wrestling's companies are coexisting and they are coming together, much like TNA and WWE. So you just never know what we're going to get, what we're going to see, and what is on the table, viewers, fans, and subscribers. But that certainly is not all, because we're also receiving word that, as a reminder, Seanzviewent Entertainment will provide the most extensive coverage multiple times a day to keep you in the know and give you the satisfaction of this very show. Also, Rhea Ripley grabs Buddy Matthews' butt in a bold Instagram post, which is leaked online. Sting debuts a shocking new look at his first stop on the 2025 Now or Never tour, and this image has to be seen to believed on the icon Sting. We got breaking news on the Viper, Randy Orton. Randy Orton might have just pulled off one of the smartest plays in WWE history after delivering a shocking RKO to SmackDown GM on live TV. Many fans expected serious consequences for Randy Orton. There was even speculation and gossip that Randy Orton could be suspended or fired, but it turns out the Viper already covered his tracks. Following the news that Kevin Owens is out of WrestleMania 41 due to a neck injury, Randy Orton was reportedly furious, and this could very well be his last WrestleMania with no opponent lined up. He took his frustrations out, as Orton would, the RKO, and RKO to authority. But this is where things get wild. Back in 2023, when Orton first jumped to SmackDown, he also dropped Aldis with an RKO and was slapped with a $50,000 fine. When it came to time to pay it, he doubled it. Why? According to Orton himself, it was for the next time. Yes, Orton paid $100,000 in advance just to get away with doing it again, and he walked away, and he waited 2 whole years for the perfect moment. That foresight means Nick Aldis can't fine him again or fire him, making the punishment already served. Orton doesn't just walk away clean, he walks away smarter. With the WrestleMania match scrapped, Randy Orton has nothing to lose, and this may have been his way of making sure fans in management don't forget him. Now, what do you think about Orton paying a fine 2 years? Because it was 2 years ago that he hit an RKO on Nick Aldis. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. So looks like Randy Orton's going to get out of this one scot-free. Also, Jay White injury forces AEW to rewrite major plans for Dynasty. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. Orange Cassidy's injury could keep him out of action for a significant amount of time. Jim Cornette backs Mickie James after backlash over the women's ring gear remarks. AEW Collision is set for extra time slot ahead of the Fire Feast Marathon show. Encouraging update on Juice Robinson's road to recovery in AEW is being leaked and unveiled online. Also, in a surprising turn of events, a big return is going down in the world of WWE. Yes, you heard that right. A big return, a monumental return. The WWE has approached Shane Helms about resurrecting and bringing back the Hurricane. Is the Hurricane coming back to the WWE? Jessica Carr's WWE future revealed following her KLYX debut. Also, AEW is being roasted after Ricky Saints was spotted on a production truck ahead of AEW Dynasty. Natalya shuts down team status with Maxine Dupree after WWE announcement. Will Ospreay accuses CM Punk of trying to top his AEW Revolution steel cage match. And again, viewers, fans, and subscribers, Kevin Owens' injury, it's not a work, it's not an angle, it's not a storyline, it's not part of the show. I want to say this right now. Kevin Owens' injury is 100% real and not part of a storyline. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Because remember, if it weren't for you, there would be no Seanzview. We keep you glued to your screen, whether it be a cell phone, a laptop, a desktop. And remember, it's so important, it's so crucial to become a channel member today. AEW Dynasty for tonight nearly sells out in Philly, and it has topped last year's numbers despite a slow shot. Also, the final betting odds have been revealed and hint at several title changes tonight, but will the most important title change happen? Will we see a brand new AEW World Champion tonight? You're going to have to tune in to find out. Subscribe. Oh, wait a minute. But before we say that, wait a minute, guys. This is why we do all news in real time. This is why we do multiple videos a day. Olivia Rodrigo spotted at CMML wrestling event during Mexico City tour stop. Also, the WWE Raw preview, women's IC title match, Penta versus Dirty Dom, and much more. Eric Bischoff says that Vince McMahon is exploring combat sports projects. Ludwig Kaiser denies sliding into Charlotte Flair's DMs. Late surge in ticket sales for AEW Dynasty tonight, perhaps because there's going to be a massive title change. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. If it weren't for you, there would be no show. If you stay glued to your screen for SVE, so you always get the latest, the greatest, and the most in-depth. Later.